Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to do a Corsair Carbide SPEC 03 computer case review. Here it is sitting right next to me. I've actually worked a lot with the SPEC 01s and 02s in the past. They've been really good cases for me, and this is actually my first experience with the SPEC 03, so I was kind of curious to check it out and thought I would share it with you guys. First of all, I'm just going to talk a little bit. I'll give it a spin so you can see what it looks like 360, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I have found in the construction and design of this, not only in terms of how it rates to the other spec models, the 01 and 02, but also just where I would put it in terms of overall, like if you're looking for a case, and the benefits and disadvantages, so on and so forth. So here you go. First of all, you can see it's a nice sleek black design. It's got nice ventilation in the front. It's got two front USB 3.0 ports. It's got the nice indent in the back and the front for good cable management, which is always important. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then here's just a little better view of the USB 3.0 ports. Not that that's a huge deal, but hey, I just want you to be able to see them, and I didn't see them very good on there. Okay. So, what I was talking about a little bit about the interior design, one of the things I really like about the Corsair products is that they just make a lot of sense. And because of the intelligent and intuitive design, I feel like it helps in a lot of ways. It really helps with cable management and keeping the flow and the organization of the components and all the cabling and everything, the wiring, so that it looks nice and clean, which is always important if you're looking, if you have like a windowed case like this one is. So you can really do a lot of things because of that. And as you'll see, what I did notice about this is that there are several spots for zip ties. If you want to practice good cable management, there's also several openings that will give you easy access to the rear, so there's definitely some nice cable management options on this build. And then with the front ventilation system, you have two 120mm white LEDs in this one. There's blue models, red models, so whatever your preference is. These two 120mm fans will blow air through the hard drive spots, and then there's an exhaust fan here, and then two 120mm fan locations on the top. So if you're looking to use a Corsair H105 or H100i, for example, a couple of Corsair closed loop water coolers, those would fit in on the top of this case, because the motherboard, you can see right here, the motherboard screws actually go up pretty high, but there's a good 1.5 to 2 inches from the back of the case. So if you do want to mount a 240mm radiator for whether it's Corsair or any other kind that you're looking at, it's basically away from the back of the case enough to where they're going to fit. So the other thing I really liked was these solid-state drive bays right here. I don't know if you can see them very well in the video, but they have these clips on the side, which are really nice because basically you just slide a 2.5-inch drive in there and it just clips in. I've actually put in this side a Samsung Evo 850 solid-state drive, and it just clipped in there and it's not going anywhere. So it's very nice to have these because if you do have a solid state drive, you can easily take advantage of this, and just the cable management and not having to use an extra hard drive space for the 3.5-inch drives below here in this area. It's just a nice feature to have. So really what you could do is have a couple of solid-state drives, even in a RAID configuration, and then have three hard drives installed in the 3.5-inch bays. And obviously you have a couple of slots for DVD drives or Blu-rays if you're interested in that. But overall, I just thought that this case in general was pretty sturdy construction. It felt a little bit heavier. It has a little bit more space on the front and the back because of the opposite of indent, whatever that's called. The space goes out for you so that you have more room for, like, if you have a big air cooler for your processor, or on the back there's more room for the cables to go. And it just felt heavier. It just felt a lot sturdier than some of the other lower end cases that I've worked with. And in general, I just think that it's hard to justify spending $150 on a computer case or $120 on a really nice computer case when you can get pretty much everything that you get with those with a case like this. So I definitely like that aspect of this case. It's got two front USBs, it's got LED lighting, really nice intelligent design for hard drives, good cable management options, sturdy construction, side window. I mean, it really does have a lot of features without having that hefty price tag. So for that reason, I have to definitely give this case a thumbs up, and I'd highly recommend it. Anyway, that's it for today's review. If you guys have any questions, give me a holler. Thanks.